I think we hit it.
Yeah.
I actually have a Bluetooth on this thing too.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, you guys are all over the place lately.
Yeah.
Traveling with Black. Oh my God, I always say Black Cherry.
Black Magic.
Chuck
Buck
Berry?
Cherry.
Chuck
You
Berry.
guys are on
Chuck Berry.
with Chuck Berry, yeah.
Buck Cherry.
What's his brother's name? Cousin's name?
Mucknary.
No.
Marvin Berry.
Yeah, Marvin Berry.
Marvin Berry.
He was in
He's in Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I just saw that last week at the theater.
I mean, I don't think Marvin gets enough credit, to be honest.
He doesn't. He was the one that came up with the name.
With it, yeah.
So, you guys are on tour lately. You guys have been using social media a lot. Well, especially you. Where has that come into effect lately more for you guys to kind of get the band out there?
I think we've always been pretty. We just put content out. I think we know that it's important, and there's so many amazing photographers that work with us.
Yeah, I see that.
You know, like
Fuck.
Maximus, who is insane,
That
and
guy
Steve
is
Thrasher, who's insane, and freaking countless other people. I mean, there's so many people that have made us look really cool and
Way cooler than we actually are.
actually
Not
are.
really, not true. Because you guys, the fourth time I'm going to see you today. You know,
You're gonna see an entirely new show, my friend.
Really?
Oh
All
yeah.
new material for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Except
'cause
for a handful of songs.
you guys have, how's this, a record? Obviously, you guys are done in this.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
April 19th.
So April 19th.
We were in and
is
out of
coming
there pretty fast, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So how is that working for you guys? Because you've never put out an album before as Joyous.
No.
Nope.
No.
So how was that process? Doing the whole thing.
It was pretty awesome, man. Like, normally our songwriting process is like we'll have an idea and then we'll kind of chisel it over a pretty decent amount of time, like in the studio. I mean, our rehearsal space, just like kind of tweaking
Well,
things.
some stuff in the studio this time, especially actually. There's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
Reproduction this time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, when we went in the studio this time, we wrote everything like in two weeks. All the songs that are on the EP for the most part were written in like a 2 week span, and then we just recorded it, and it was super fast the way that it happened.
We came off of Royal Bliss with nothing.
Really?
It was super funny because our guys went over there. So it was just like, okay, we're ready. Just can't wait to see this new material.
It was the first time I was like sweating. I was like,
What new material?
Exactly.
Yeah, we were sitting there like, but we better write some songs.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay,
You're gonna be
what
in
are we
there
actually
in
gonna
3
do?
weeks. You guys go in 3 weeks.
Oh.
So how did you just come on? You just get together and kind of just jam out.
We
kind of work out.
It's like half of it.
We had a lot of stuff I think what really helped was we had the singles come out.
Yes.
And that was like it was cool to have something, you know, because it's like this cork, you know, and you finally get to pull it out, and then everything comes out.
Oh.
I think we were really backed up. I mean, we were on
Really
the road.
backed up.
We did 2-week runs, wasn't it? Two week runs with Royal Bliss, wasn't it?
It felt longer than
Yeah,
that, like a month and a half or
That sure
something.
seemed like longer.
I think it
Yeah.
must have been a little longer, but I think the second run was 2 weeks. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like a month and then 2 more weeks after a
Probably,
break.
yeah.
We did a break and then 2 more weeks. But by the time that we had done that, like even like before that, we had been doing stuff like that summer and all that year. Again, you saw it. I mean, think about last year. Isn't that crazy that was only a year ago?
Not even. I mean,
Yeah.
it was May. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Right.
that Fozzy show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
I'm looking back, I'm like, holy shit, I've seen you guys 3 times already. and,
we've
like,
been
you guys are everywhere.
busy.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Busy. It's been
been
great.
great.
It's been
And
a growing
climbing
experience.
shit and jumping off shit.
Yeah,
getting
I
pulled
haven't,
away
I
from
haven't
shit.
climbed nothing since
kicked out of shit.
Los Rages.
There's actually a kid at this
Yeah.
last show. You want to tell that story?
Yeah, fucking this guy Derek, the photographer guy who was there that day at Los Rages, he came to the show last night, 2 nights ago, in Ohio with the photo he took of me up at the top, which
Where you were hanging there?
or
You gotta print it
where I
out.
was up. Yeah, you got a printout of it for me to sign, and he also brought Robert's drumstick from that show, and he was wearing a Los Rages t-shirt. I always that's one of the coolest things that's ever happened. The fact that someone like was that stoked about it that they had.
You know what's really sad? You say that now. I didn't bring any photos for you guys to sign. I'm a dick.
I mean,
No,
dude.
No, I'm.
That was a one.
Well,
I have 3 shows now.
Like you're
Amazing photos.
actually
Right.
like our friends. Like
Yeah,
we talk online. Like
that's true.
I don't do that with too many of the people.
Yeah, but usually I at least print out stuff and have you guys sign it.
I mean, we'll do it whenever you want.
Next time,
Yeah,
obviously
for sure.
next time. Plus, I didn't get the show till yesterday.
I mean, you got some great stuff. You have some fucking great great stuff with us, like over
This interview is not about me. It's
Oh,
about you.
I'm just saying, that, like you do good work. You've done nothing but solid stuff for.
So now you're making me blush.
Well, I mean, dude, we seriously we appreciate the people that have stuck with us the longest. I mean, and people who see us like, oh, I saw you Fozzy, and that was it for me. For me, when people say stuff like that, I'm like, that was such a proto version of.
Oh, that was
us.
nothing what
Yeah.
you are now.
It's not the same.
Even the last time I saw you guys have like gone from like whoa here to.
Yeah, you know.
Just trying to get better
yeah,
every tour,
Sure.
tighter
But that's the
material,
whole
new
point.
stuff.
You know, we're doing 45s this tour, 45s and 60s, you know, like, and figuring out how to do a 60-minute set is...
Yeah, make the flow feel good and make sure you get the right things in there has been a new learning experience for us, for sure.
Where were we? We were in the Brick House. Where was that? The Brick House was over in...
It was one of the first places we went to, wasn't it?
When we came, this is when we came here. When we came back to America, it was that show. Remember when they let everybody in all at once?
You're up in Canada.
Dude, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin,
What part? What city was that? Fucking...
Wait, was it Wisconsin?
It was. I think
Yeah.
it was Wisconsin.
I don't remember what city it
The
was.
Brick House. The venue's the Brick House. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Sounds like it would be.
Is Randy over there? Randy over there? No, it's not. Anyways, this is crazy. It was at the Brick House, and we played it like the best 60 I've ever done. I think
Really?
by far. Did we play 60 in
We did.
Effingham?
Oh, in Effingham?
No.
I don't remember. I know we played 160 in Canada, I'm pretty sure.
I think we did a 60 in Effingham.
Probably.
Yeah, actually, that's even better. We did it at 60 in Effingham, Illinois, and it's just so cool, man, because we have like this giant space to play so much stuff.
And take our time a lot of the times, you know, because that was the kind of good and bad thing about 30-minute sets is like it was cool because we could just like power through it and be like really aggressive
you
and
did
have
like
great
5-6
energy.
songs and-
Exactly, but then it was also kind of bad because we felt rushed a lot of the time. So now I think we have a good flow going between the 45s
a lot
and 60s.
of breathing room, you know, and that's the development of our live show is been key, you know, because
It's always been the most important.
because we don't have
Well,
any.
that's obviously what you guys need when you're out on
Because
tour.
we have no record. We've had no
Yeah.
record now since we got signed. It's been a year now with Roadrunner, and you know we've had nothing to give. You know, and then we finally got the singles out. We still really don't have that much to show for ourselves in that
Yeah,
format.
which I've
still,
been-
yeah, until April 19th.
Gotcha.
And
So what's the name of the album?
the name of the album is Place and Time.
Place and Time.
Yeah, Place and Time.
April 19th.
April 19th. Goes on pre-order March 29th.
Can you like pre-download it on Spotify or whatever?
You'll
Like
be
Probably.
You can. It's
I just noticed
yeah.
that last week. Somebody just sent me put it pre on your Spotify. I'm like, how the hell?
You can, yeah, it's like you scream it first or whatever it is. But like, the screaming is one thing, but you can, yeah, I know that you'll actually be able to purchase it on our website. You'll start the pre-order purchases on our website on March 29th. March 29th, 2 singles come out, which is
I
going
was
to be
just
awesome.
gonna ask, what
Yep.
do you got coming?
2
Where are we
songs.
gonna hear it?
You're gonna hear it. I know it's gonna be pretty much on it, anywhere online. Like
Okay.
YouTube, Spotify, all the main
Yeah,
players.
the main.
It'll all drop. It'll drop early that morning.
It'll probably drop on a website called Badass Productions. most likely.
Yeah,
It'll be
go
on
for
there.
it.
Maybe,
You can
yeah.
go for it.
BadassProductions1.com. It'll be there too.
I really think it's a very big step in the right direction. I think as far as the songs that we wrote, I think because there's going to be 7 tracks, and I think of the set, these are probably, I think, some very special songs. I think people are really going to enjoy them. There's going to be a lot of range on it, which I'm happy about. There's a lot of different styles and feels and influences, that we really get to demonstrate. When it's very much
It's not a one-trick pony.
No.
type thing.
Finally.
No,
It
fine.
feels like we finally
Kinda
have the
branch out a
platform.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been given the platform and the opportunity to actually like take our time and like do things differently with how we want to do them, and it's been awesome. You know,
Do we have names of songs yet, or are we not allowed to
we
say?
can tell you the names of the singles.
I say the
That's what I
singles,
mean.
Yeah.
Name of the singles, the single number 1 is Quiet Heart, and then Place and Time, the title track.
Okay.
So you'll get to hear 2 very different songs
Really?
off the bat.
I'm excited for
There's
both of those. That's
I-
what I'm saying right now.
I'm excited for-
April 19th. I'm shocked that it's coming that quick.
Yeah, I mean,
We are too.
Shit, like 3
I mean,
weeks,
it's we got
days.
finally get noted, like actual official notice, like, oh, this is happening, and you're like,
It's like, wait, what?
Because it's just a lot of
And
waiting.
then in a year, you'll be like, oh my God, they came out a year ago.
Yeah,
oh my God,
I mean,
they came out
fuck.
5 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's a lot of like
Oh my
unknown.
God, 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of like unknown waiting, and then as soon as it gets put into motion, it's like happening in 2 weeks. And you're like, oh, oh, okay, it's crazy.
I will say, is that people are not going to recognize a lot of them, like
That's
most
kind
of
of
the
what
music.
I'm wondering, like, because obviously if you're switching, you know, not really genres, just but kind of flowing out, you know, kind of spreading your wings a little bit more. You know, I'm kind of.
I think you've seen us a couple times to know that we do different things. You know,
You do.
You know,
I mean,
yeah.
a lot of it centralizes in very rock, you know, kind of arena rock stuff and classic rock stuff.
I mean, it's
That's kind of what I
yeah.
kind of look at it as.
Yeah, it's like,
but I know, yeah, you do.
we do some different stuff, you know. Like you've seen some sets, like especially with Royal Bliss. The last time you saw us, we did some more spreading, you know. And tonight's set for sure is going to have a lot of surprises, I think, because you're going to be hearing, you'll be hearing the entire record tonight, except for, save for one song, because it's only 45 tonight.
Okay.
Wait, do we have an hour?
Oh no, you're right. He's right.
Wait, do we have an hour or 45?
45.
No, 45, yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
Everything
well,
but one
you
song.
know, yeah, everything from but one. But I will say it like this: is there's going to be a lot of what I'm most proud of is that there's going to be a lot of things that people are going to be like, really, like
I like that.
you know, and that's what I'm really happy about. We had the opportunity to do some stuff that was very much like, because that was the one thing that we wanted. I know, and I can speak for everybody when I say this, that we want more. You know, we want to be more. You know, than just what is expected of us, you know, and
Well,
I
that's
think,
the thing. If you're expected to do something on every album, then it kind of gets mundane.
and I think
If you shock
yeah.
people, it kind of is like, oh wow, they can do that too. That's awesome.
You know, like there's so much. It's just our well is so much deeper than Mountain Man. You
Yes.
know, like than
I know.
and Mississippi Queen and that style. That's something that we are good at doing. We know that we can do it well. But as far as like the rest of the record is, we really dipped our feet in some different stuff. You know, and I'm excited because and you're gonna see some stuff that's not even gonna be on this record. You see that's. And from future stuff also,
Okay.
stuff that's, you know, looking at they'll follow.
The longer
For later
songs.
this year, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
early next 2020.
Maybe.
Hopefully, I mean, I know that we're just, as soon as this is out, dude, all we're gonna be doing is just figuring out what's next. I mean,
Can't wait. We're just gonna be on the road even more.
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna be on the
awesome.
road. You're gonna be doing interviews with stupid people like me.
Awesome people like you. Yeah.
I love talking myself down. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
we're just excited. We're excited, man, because it's such a hike, dude, with not having our personality be out there.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure. Because you can get like the shock value or like the excitement from a live show, and that's amazing. But trying to like hold that for a long period of time without something to take home and like, because I mean that's what music's all about. It's about being able to take this creation and like listen to it by yourself in your own place and in your own kind of environment. Whereas like the live show is so much more of like an experience. So we're really stoked to actually be able to finally do that.
To really have that, have people to have an individualistic.
Well, that's to
attachment
me how
to what
you
we do.
really build fans.
Oh yeah.
Because especially
absolutely.
if people coming from Buck Cherry never seen you before, you're gonna come out and be like when I came out for Fozzy, I came out and you guys were there. I'm like, holy shit, these guys are crazy and awesome. So it's like I had to meet Nick, and then I met Nick, and then boom, it just kind of spiraled out into a crazy
It's
thing.
a lot has changed in here. It's crazy.
It's all the stage shows. I mean, you can do so much on paper and in studio, but then when it comes to a live show, if you don't have it, it's gonna show.
Won't last.
Exactly.
And that's what, because like if you're like really good and like hone your craft and you practice a lot and you just like believe in what you do and you practice the material and you give it all, your all at live shows, like everything else comes second. Like you can record the music you want to the way that you want to, but if you like just depend on like an album sound and then you go live, you're not gonna like deliver to the people who like have loved your music. And I think that that's always been a disappointment for some. In like some cases, you know, it's like not the same as the record. Is a lot of
for sure.
complaints
There's,
for some
there's
bands.
a lot of those, and then
Yeah.
it just doesn't resonate live. Like there's some bands I love listening to their music, but watching them live is brutal. Because they just stand there and they just seem like they're going through the motions. It's like, dude, move.
We're happy with the fact that we can perform the songs with a completely different dynamic than how we recorded them.
Yeah.
You know, like
for sure,
and
absolutely,
and that makes it more interesting.
We also feed off the crowd too.
It's
You're not
different
playing in
every
front of machines and
exactly.
headphones. And
There's a
oh, do this again. Do this
there's
again.
a sense of
do this
impromptu again. You know, like the improvisation is still there. And
Exactly. And the banter with the crowds and jumping in the crowd.
I mean,
totally.
You'll see the evolution of this of us from last time you saw us. I think you're really going to be
awesome.
quite shocked. I mean, especially it's just pushing it. Just pushing it and pushing it, you know, and we're really lucky because, you know, we have this light guy who's on the tour with us.
Oh yeah, Dan from Buck Cherry.
He's doing lights for us, and he's doing it just because.
Yeah,
you know, like, because he saw us
us
the first couple of nights, and he's like, "Oh, you guys need lights. I'm gonna do lights for you." And he had helped enhance our live show. And
then, I mean, even a couple of shows ago, our bass player broke his low E string, and their tech Ross changed it in like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
On stage,
yeah, but I mean, like, they've treated us like family.
Yeah, very good to us.
Yeah, we're supposed to tour with them for a pretty long time.
We've been fairly lucky, man. Like a lot of the bands that we've toured with have
because you guys announced this show back, or this tour back in early January.
Yeah.
And I think the minute I saw it was Buck Cherry and you guys, I was like, holy shit, that's gonna be awesome. Unfortunately, it's not at the place it was supposed to be tonight. That place kind of burned a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
It's supposed to be
a little cooked.
Yeah, they cooked the kitchen.
It's so terrible.
Unfortunately, it got moved up here. So that place was 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the drive.
It's not your fault.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's worth it. Trust me.
We played Route 20 before, and I'm looking forward to playing it with an audience. So
for sure.
You didn't play in front of many
last
people.
time we played here was a little sleepier.
Oh yeah, it was one of the first tours. So it was whatever, but they actually made the place nicer.
Yeah, they did. They expanded.
This
So
is
it's a
the
full-on
second
venue
time
now.
I've been here. So
us too. It's
and
perfect.
Yeah, so that works out. So I gotta ask you guys. You guys are talking so well about like other bands working with each other, how people help out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of social media backlash on rock music people, famous people talking bad about other bands just because, you know, so and so sucks. Like Imagine Dragons is the worst band out there. Why? You know, everybody has their opinion on music, and that's what it is anyway. But why do you think all this is coming out? Is it just because people want to keep their name going? They're building these other bands up.
I mean, the only thing that I can say about this is I'm a critical person, and he's a critical person, you know, and that's how we've been. But we don't. If you notice, a lot of our peers, for example, like even in our like the lower levels, like us, you know, like there is the thing where it's so painfully obvious. Like everyone else is all pointing at this one object, or whatever the object of their frustration is, or whatever. And there's no point in truly, you know, going after it like aggressively, because in the end they're just poisoning their own water, you know.
Yeah, they could be focusing on like a great band trying to do something, or just like trying to promote good music in any way, but instead they like fixate on like a soundbite article that spreads everywhere, and all of a sudden all these articles about, oh, this band sucks, oh, this band is whatever. It's just like, what's the point?
Exactly.
Like, I just wish people would like do something new and constructive instead of like dogging on like
something
that doesn't
matter. What I say. So instead of saying who's the worst band out there, what are your favorite bands now?
Who's the best?
I mean,
who do you like the most?
We do our best to promote. You know, like for instance, NC met us. You know, we do our best to promote bands who are not, you know, haven't been quite as lucky as we have, and we're all about sharing that with that.
I think a lot of it's jealousy too, though.
You see, the thing is, I just don't fucking get it. I'll never be as good a singer as Jay Buchanan from Rival Sons. I will never, in my wildest dreams, ever be a better singer than him. But I don't look at that as a something that I need to be frustrated about. Like, oh well, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. You know, it's weird because people are so strange. Because people will be like, I love Led Zeppelin because they're the greatest band of all time, but I hate them. This new band that's good, You know?
Well, that was the other thing I was gonna say.
Well,
like all this
yeah.
Greta Van Fleet. Shit.
Well, no, okay, let's just skip over that
I'm not-
completely.
okay, yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, I'm talking about bands in general. Like, I don't want to get, there's enough static about those guys. There doesn't need to be
Exactly.
anymore.
It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be out there.
And you know, and I'm saying, like, it's talking about, like, going back to, like, a band like Rival Sons and something, it's like, they are good. They are a supreme band.
Their new album is amazing
They're
too. by
it's
the way.
amazing.
I've heard
It's
some of it.
Yeah.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
And it's like, if anyone listened to that and got butthurt, everyone got mad, got fucking pissed off about that, I'd be like, you don't understand what you're doing. By you being such a jaded asshole, you are affecting the entire genre.
Exactly.
If you're going out there and shitting on someone because they're doing better than you. People have this weird complex now. Competition is good.
Yes.
Competition is good.
Exactly.
You
It's-
know?
Not everybody's against you.
No.
It's like we're playing with each other to
Yeah.
kind of build each other
The-
up
you-
rather than.
You gotta challenge people.
You gotta challenge.
Exactly.
You know, we like that's how we take it. You know, we don't take it as like I mean, like regardless of what our personal opinions are of the quality of music for whatever insert band here, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that they exist and we exist is a good thing for the genre. And whether I fucking go home and blast their music on my headphones and myself does not play into the fact that the genre needs bands. And you know, and that's what we try to do. We try to pick up bands and try to throw them out into the ether. We try to get them out there because the more of us that there are, especially younger cats, you know, like the better it does for us. So we have no patience. We have none.
Or time. Why would we waste our time
Yeah,
like
why
dogging
we-
on
yeah,
people?
why
Like
waste-
you don't get there alone.
worth it.
You know, we wouldn't be here right now without the bands who have helped us,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Bad Flower and Of Limbo and all
And
those kind of guys.
Fozzy
Exactly.
and freaking Through Fire and
Royal Bliss.
Royal Bliss,
Yeah.
Buck Cherry.
Buck Cherry, yeah.
Everyone who's ever been involved, you know, in our process. Like we don't look at them and be like, oh, you know, they're not in this sphere of what we do, so therefore it's bad,
Yeah,
or therefore
exactly.
it's whatever. Because at the very end of the day, whether or not I like the singer's voice does not affect the fact that we're all in this together.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
You
It's
know?
like it's already so hard to try and do what you want to do
And then you get shit on
in
it.
today in like this day and age, and then you're gonna go dog on somebody for trying to do something
That you're trying to do too.
Yeah, that you're trying to do the same
People
thing.
like negativity though. I don't know if they like it, but they feed on it.
Like I get that because of the insecurities, but it's like winning the lottery
Exactly.
already. So you're already gonna try and like dog on people. It's just like it's already impossible.
is.
So why make it harder than it
I
has to
mean,
be?
like whatever you fucking say behind closed doors does not point into like how you should approach real life. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't love every band I hear on the radio,
Exactly.
but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like fuck them. They
But
need to
then
die.
there's somebody
you know?
out there that likes
Yeah.
it. There's
There's
somebody out there
there's
buying it.
somebody-
Sure.
yeah.
Somebody out there paying to see their shows. There's
If it-
somebody out there listening to it to kind of get through their day.
If it gets somebody up in the morning, and that's all that matters. As long as people are listening to rock music, really, truly, at the end of the day, I don't care who it is. As long as they're listening to the rock genre and its new guys coming up, and that cycle continues, because I don't know the modern way that people seem to react to literally anything
Is so terrible.
It's
It's
awful.
online. It's just like
you know.
Everybody
dragging.
has a voice. Nobody should speak. Is all I think.
I mean, it's just there's so much negative energy though behind it. Like everybody's trying to drag everybody down as soon as they try and do anything. It's like, oh, it's not what it was in the '70s, or it's not exactly this one thing. It's just
Exactly.
like, how is it gonna ever evolve?
And not to mention like the overgeneralizing of it, like where it's just like it doesn't matter anymore. It's like it doesn't like it's capping individualism of music, of individuals that happen. Well, he doesn't dress in a leather jacket, and he doesn't have tattoos, and he doesn't chain smoke and drink beer every fucking 10
He
seconds.
doesn't
So
fit the
yeah,
genre I
so
want.
he doesn't fit, so he doesn't belong. You know, like it's
It's generalizing somebody. It's
I've
stereotyping.
yeah, I've said this before, and I'll say it, and I'll keep saying this because I really do feel like this is the truth: is that rock is dead as you remember it. It is dead.
Thank God.
Give
Correct.
the keys to
To
the
the
new
next-
kids.
Exactly.
You gotta let go. Everyone's gotta let go. All of the adults gotta let go. All of the
Dude.
the 60 through 30-year-olds, they gotta let go. They gotta let go because by doing that, you're stifling it. You're killing it. Look at to all you over there. You're killing it because you're not letting it grow. You're not letting it grow.
100%.
You know, like the hip hop guys. Why is hip hop doing so well? It's because none of the hip hop guys, the guys that were huge 10 years
Shit on
ago,
the
are
20
shitting on the new guys.
No way.
They're
Yeah.
not. They're like, yeah, keep it going, keep it rolling. You know, there's gonna be a handful of dudes here and there that are gonna fucking be butthurt about their success.
Always.
Man. But the majority of what you see is support, and a lot of these things now where it's like, they gotta support, and a lot of the people in rock, a lot of the big guys in rock, want to support stuff. You know, at the same time, the content needs to be itself. It needs to grow and it needs to expand outside the parameters of nostalgia because again, then there's nothing new about it. There's nothing to expect. There's no surprise, and there's no I can't wait for this because you already know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
If you already know what you're gonna get, then you might as well pack it up.
Yeah.
You might as well pack it up, and that's what I was saying for like our record earlier is that we tried really hard to this needs to be us. This is us. And this is the beginning of us, and wherever it goes from here, it can go anywhere,
Yeah, 'cause
whatever we want it to be. You know,
Like,
that's
your
all I can
next
ever
album
want
might
for
be
other
something
bands.
totally different
Completely
in terms of
different.
sound.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, a lot of bands get shit on too by, oh, well, that album, all their albums sound the same, and then all of a sudden they change it up and do something different.
And
Oh, they don't
like,
sound.
And they're like, oh my
yeah.
God, they don't sound the same.
That's
Fuck
one of
that,
the
I
main
don't-
things. I mean,
God, Mike, I just want to throat punch motherfuckers that do that. It's like, you just bitched at the last 20 years their albums all sound the same. They do something different. You don't like it because it's different.
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Like, you don't
yeah.
make any sense
That's how you stay alive.
Yeah, you look
know?
at Queen. Look at like
Oh my
again
God,
from
that's
another
one of the
one.
best
Like think about from Seven Seas of Ride. Another one Bites the Dust. You can't. They're
There's
two
different genres all the way
completely different
through.
bands.
Yeah.
You know. Like, but that's the thing. But everyone worships the band now. But I'm like, but back then it was the same exact shit. Fucking like, oh, it doesn't sound like the Queen I remember.
Yeah.
You know, or the sound for any band. But the thing is, but that's what bands are supposed to do.
Supposed to evolve.
Make things. You know, everyone loves the Beatles. I'm like, they changed
Oh
every
my God,
record.
from the beginning
Yeah.
to what
Yeah.
they, you know, their drug influence days. My God,
Yeah.
everything went like
You know, like
pop to holy cow.
We actually had a very loud
Yeah.
argument last night about Beatles records too.
with the guys from Chout, that
Yeah,
that
another
Chicago
great-
band.
Chow,
Chow,
yeah,
yeah.
actually they're playing one of my shows in June.
Yeah, very awesome.
So yeah, I
Very
actually
good.
booked them for my art show.
They're really nice guys.
So I was
man.
hoping to get you guys one of these days.
I'll do it, man.
Next time
We'll just stop
you're
by.
through Chicago.
But yeah, I mean, obviously there was a little bit of Pandora's box there, but like just in our but it's just. I mean, but that is the honest truth about it, and it's like, you know, and all we try to do is try to. It's just about we want that for everybody else. It's not just about like look what we're doing. This is what we're doing. You know, it's we want it for everybody. We want it to be shared with everybody. The idea that you can create and you can dress any fucking way you
And you
want
can
to
do something new.
You can do whatever you want. You know, you don't feel like you're enclosed by the parameters of what rock music is supposed to be. Because if you do that, it completely defeats the entire purpose of what rock music was all about. And that's just it's self-expression, expressing yourself. You know.
Very loud.
Well, gentlemen, you
Very
guys
loud.
are amazing hanging out with me today.
Awesome.
Obviously, we got to check out the album April 19th.
April 19th.
April 19th.
Pre-order starts
May 20,
29th.
no,
March 29th.
And you can get it on their website, joyouswolf.com. You can get it all over their social media. You can get it on their Spotify. You can do it everywhere. So make sure, and I'm going to, obviously you'll see some photos from me in a few days of these gentlemen on stage. So, boys, can't wait to see it.
Thank you, man.
Should be fun.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.